I'm recording a video at nighttime today. It's raining outside. Lovely atmosphere. So, but this isn't a chill song. It's like a Mainstage sort of big room sort of progressive sort of goodness. So I've been listening to a little more, probably a little less dubstep, just a little bit. Sliding a little more into the dance realm. So I just put this together today, and I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna go through it a little bit. It's not all samples like the past two videos, the past couple videos. It's actually like some silent action and some. Well, this isn't silent, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the intro pattern here is a piano. One of them is like a digital piano that has a kind of a big delay on it. I'll let you listen to that. Okay. Here are just some normal piano chords. Okay. So the big thing, if you want to sound like W&W or any other like big room progressive house sort of style, like festival style house, you want it to sound like you're going into some kind of medieval battle. Okay, I don't know why I said like medieval, but I meant to say medieval battle. Is that medieval, like swords and medieval? Okay. Oh, this is an intro pluck right here. That one is in silent. And then I added a few other plucks on top of that for this second part. Very loud for me in my ears. Okay, there's just a top loop, and then I have this lead filtering up underneath. I'll let you listen. Okay. So, what else? Oh, I just for some reason popped in my head that I've been listening to a ton of Stonebank recently, and I need to make a hardstyle song because I've never ever made a hardstyle song. Anyway, back to the intro. This is okay. So I have two basses. One is this bass. Okay, you can't hear that, but the other is this like trance one. Okay, so as you can see in the drop, I have two here, but in the intro I only have one because you don't need it to be too crazy. So I'll play this intro. Oh, I also found these like synth shots here. Yeah, I'll just play them individual. You can't really hear them. Let's see. Okay, there you go. They're just like tones, so I thought it sounded cool. And those tones are filtering up as well, as you can see here, down at the bottom. The kickstart is also like ramping up into the intro because there's a top loop here, and it would sound like absolute trash if there wasn't a kickstart on it. Okay, now is the part that is kind of iconic to these sort of festival songs. It's the anthem, right? It's like the main part where the bass hits. There's no kicks or anything, like no jumping around, but you're like getting ready for it. And there's like the crowd screaming, and they're clapping and stuff. So obviously we added some drop claps. That's where the drop claps start. Some impacts. I guess that's more of a crash, technically, if you want to say that. But so basically, it's just a lead filtering up, and then the chords kicking in with the real bass, like the drop bass. So, okay. So these are the chords. Very simple. I use this combo of chords quite often because they work well together. So there's one, and there's the other one. Here's what the chords sound like. And the chords just have a kickstart, a reverb, a filter for when the build, or like the build starts going, and just a little bit of EQ, just because they already sounded pretty good. The bass is this. Okay, good stuff. Okay, you also want to make sure you have a huge reverb on this part. So what I've done is here on the lead, I have this automated Valhalla room. Only at 50%, but it's still huge. And you can see here the automation is only at 34-ish%. 34, 30, yeah, something like that. But it still makes it sound huge. And I guess that does continue on into the lead too, and then there's a part in the lead where it sweeps up just to sound bigger going into the second part of the drop. So then I just have a sweep going into the build. I didn't pitch the snares. I'll have to do that right now, but I just remembered that. So here's that. Okay, so in a lot of W&W songs, they have these pre-vocal, like these tree drop, these pre-drop vocals, where it's someone going 1, 2, 3, jump, or something silly. And no, it's not. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm gonna show you how to pitch up these snares. I feel like I do this every video, but it's okay. Oh, sorry, I'm already getting started. Go to range, put it up to 10, or let's put it at 15. Right click it, create automation. There it is all the way at the bottom. Go back to where we need it. Right here, and it automatically starts at 50%. But then we want to ramp it up to like 70 or 80% over here. So we'll take a listen to that. So then it'll sound like this. Cool. Good enough. Actually, I want them, because they kind of take part in this fill here. So I'm going to put it back at 50 at that part. So I'm going to right click to make a new little dot, and I'll put it back to 50 where it belongs. There. And I'll just cut this off because we don't need it anymore. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so one of the tricks I've noticed with these sort of progressive house songs is to add drum fills or percussion in the middle of it, in the middle of all of it. It's kind of quiet, but just loud enough so you can hear it underneath. And I also combine that with these super early kind of snaps, claps. So I just have this little percussion here, and then the woo. And then I added these little claps. They're pre-shifted claps. And then, of course, another vocal shot to the real claps, which are a lot louder. Okay. What else? There's some other random drum fills laying around here too. So you'll hear those sort of in the background. it just adds, like, I don't know, it makes it sound a lot less boring. Like if you throw in some vocals or some percussion loops or some short drum fills, it just makes it sound cool, because especially when you're transitioning into like these early claps or just your normal claps, it's good stuff. And then I cut it off all right here with this louder vocal. And then I have this going along with the hats, because the hats are now introduced. So I have that this part going, this part of the vocal. That's a lot less loud. Yeah, I got these reverse vocals going in too. So it's mostly just about adding a lot of space, because these songs have to be really big. They have to sound really big. Because you're playing in front of thousands of people, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, we gotta make it big. You gotta make it fill the entire room. I just realized I didn't really go over the lead or anything, so we should probably think about working on that a little bit. Okay, so this is the lead, as you see here. Where did they go? So this first one is just a really sharp, kind of deeper, like very crisp way to start it off. These are all silent as well, so yeah, it starts off very simple, but I wanted it to sound really crisp with these kicks, because these kicks are pretty heavy, and I noticed in some W&W songs that the kicks are super, like they hit real hard. And then this second lead, it adds a couple extra layers. Yeah, and the pitch goes up. Sorry, I forgot to mention. The pitch goes up as well. Yeah. I don't think... Okay, so there's two chord patterns, but I don't think they change at all. Because those are like that and that, and those are like that and that. So you don't have to worry about that. I just... Okay, there. Fixed. Okay. Don't worry about those. Okay, what else? We have... Yeah, just that Valhalla room that got automated. And then... just playing around with the vocal shot a bit more. And... that's it. I find these ones to be pretty easy. Maybe just because they're more fun, because you're like dancing the whole time you're making it, and like dubstep, it's like you gotta be handbanging the whole time, and it gets tiring. But I guess that's it. I'll go over the mixer stuff. These are the chords, the kickstart. Yeah, I already said this, right? Oh, the lead's got a kind of a big sausage fattener on it. A decent sized sausage. I didn't have to EQ it a ton. I just put the highs up a bit more just to separate it a little more. A reverb. That's just the normal reverb. And then I have the, just a little bit of the Valhalla going through that automation here. And then the filter. If you do happen to download this filter, you don't have to. You can use the Fruity filter. The way to automate it is to go up here, browse parameters, and then right-click cutoff frequency, and you can automate that. Just a little trick. It took me a while to figure that out. The bass is nothing. It's just a kickstart. And these are all the vocal samples, except for these are the two pianos. And they just have that automated kickstart and a filter because of the beginning. And then claps and the synth and the different vocals. They just have reverbs on them. Okay. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you later next time.